So this is not at all, like, shade or anything on this comment specifically. This is an excuse to talk more about centipedes and millipedes. Because this comment was replying to another comment, which I replied to. It was a whole thing, but the original comment went, ooh, bug facts, and I went, ooh, another fun fact, centipedes and millipedes aren't insects, and this comment was the, what are they then? So that's what that is. So centipedes and millipedes, kind of the widest classification that they are animals in the kingdom Animalia. A little bit narrower, they are in the phylum Arthropoda, which is the same phylum that includes other arthropods like insects, crustaceans, arachnids, so spiders and shit. All of that. That is the phylum that they're in. Where centipedes and millipedes start to diverge is their class. So insects have their own class Insecta. There's some weird things with that involving crustaceans. That's a whole other topic. Phylogeny. But yeah, insects have their own class Insecta. Arachnids have their own class, which is class, I never pronounced this properly, Araneae. I know I said that wrong, but millipedes and centipedes each have their own separate class. So millipedes are in their own class Myriapoda, which is within the phylum Arthropoda. But millipedes, they have their own thing. So millipedes and centipedes are also separate things. So within the phylum Arthropoda, there's the class Myriapoda, which is millipedes in all of the different species and stuff that come out of the millipede group. Centipedes have the same thing, but instead of being in the class Myriapoda, they're in the class, I've heard it pronounced different ways, but I say it Chilopoda, and same thing, they're in their own separate class that contains all of the different orders and species and whatnot within that class. So millipedes, centipedes, arachnids, insects, they're all within the same phylum of arthropods, but each of those have their own distinct class. So, while millipedes and centipedes tend to be lumped together as big, long, creepy crawlies with too many legs, they are also their own distinct class, which is also their own distinct classes separate from insects, because they're not insects. Lots of people think they're insects, but they're a completely different thing. So, they're not insects, and therefore, I've made videos on this before, are not technically bugs, but also kind of are bugs in the definition of bugs being weird, creepy, crawly little guys. So in that case, they can be classified as bugs, but they are not bugs as bugs defined as insects. But even within that, there's a whole other thing. I made a whole other video on this if you want to watch that. But yeah, basically, millipedes and centipedes have each their own spicy, separate class within the large phylum of arthropods.